What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I am beyond frustrated. I'm going to try my best to keep my cool during this video, but I can't promise that. What's taking place right now with GameStop, with the broader stock market in general, my portfolio is getting absolutely obliterated today. I had some long positions in AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia. All of those were stopped. You cannot buy those stocks on Robinhood. And then a few minutes later, whatever, Webull stopped it, and a few other brokerage houses stopped it. So it's very, very challenging to find a way to buy stocks for GameStop or AMC or BlackBerry or Nokia. And there's a few other ones as well. And it's concerning for a few reasons, but most of all, the most frustrating part of all of this is we were winning. We won like this. we were just raking in the earnings from the piss poor decision making from these multi-billion-dollar hedge funds that were taking out short positions and driving the value of GameStop, the company, the stock, into the ground. We fought back. I, for one, I can't speak for other people, but I, for one, believed in the company. I've been following them for a very long time. If you guys have watched my videos, you know that. If you don't, subscribe, bell for notifications. But ultimately, we won. And then they changed the rules. I'll be honest, I haven't been getting the best sleeps lately. Yesterday, I didn't make a video because I had a terrible sleep, and then I had a really busy day at work, and it was a wild ride for the GameStop stock yesterday. And then I woke up today. I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and came back and looked at my phone and was like, what? $500 a share. Something I could have only dreamed of when I bought some shares at $4 back like a year ago. To see this stock hit the $500 mark, like madness, absolute madness. And I'm like, that is the epitome of a gigantic short squeeze fully on in full motion and proving that it had a long way to run. Shortly after it hit that $500 mark, news broke before the market opened that Robinhood was going to be restricting trades on my personally entire portfolio. Because I, for one, people call them meme stocks, people call them bankrupt companies, borderline terrible companies no one would ever invest in. I believed in these stories. BlackBerry I believed in because I work personally in cybersecurity, and I saw BlackBerry as a potential shifter in their dynamic. They don't do the phones so much anymore, and they're transitioning more into a different business model that has gigantic growth opportunity. And I wanted to get in on that early. And then that gets piled in with a borderline bankrupt company like AMC, which I also invested in because I look at that as a reopening story. And I don't think AMC is going anywhere, and I'm ready for the long run with it. So those were my reasons for investing with these companies. And if you want the reason for GameStop, look at my slew of a million videos on it. Point being, these got restricted so that you could only sell. You couldn't buy. And these firms, these brokerage houses, whatever they are, the trading houses, they try to say that they're trying to protect the investor. They try to say that it costs too much to do the money behind the scenes or whatever. They try to pull whatever reason out of the hat you want. What I believe to be the case, and this is my personal opinion, is that the Illuminati, which has been shown to everyone through this situation, is Citadel. They literally run the world. They have their hand in every cookie jar that you could imagine. They run the backing of the trades. They run the backing of the hedge funds. They bailed out Melvin Capital. And a few days ago when that happened, I was like, wow, that's throwing good money at bad money right there. Why would they be doing that? And then fast forward a few days later, here we are with them who I am assuming has something to do with shutting down the ability to buy the stocks. And there are rumors floating around that there were heavy short positions and puts put in right before Robinhood announced that they'd be Robinhood announced that they would be removing the ability for people to purchase shares of these meme stocks, if you will. So I was frustrated and I had a hard time going back to sleep because I was like, I don't know what the hell's going to happen with this. Trust me, I got diamond hands better than most people. I've been holding this stock for a long time. I have deleveraged my position a bit, but I still had a good amount coming into today. And with that being said, I was concerned about the fallout from this. And we saw from the $500 pre-market peak, we saw it go down to, I think it was like $115 at one point. Are you kidding me? Are we not going to question the market manipulation with that? Are we not going to say, that's fascinating? So these hedge funds that are way head over, knee deep in the muck with this overly shorted stock that they doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on, betting on the bankruptcy. And when they knew they lost, they doubled down again, because these guys, if you have infinite money, you can't lose. And this situation is proving that, because no matter how much money they lost, someone's going to come in and change the rules to make sure they make their money back. It's taking money directly away from the American people. It's frustrating because I am down, my entire account is down a tremendous amount today because it was heavily favoring. I tried to diversify because I didn't want one thing to happen to one of my stocks. And wouldn't you know it, all these unrelated stocks that are not connected in any way whatsoever, except for, I guess, if you want to be the media and blame this on Reddit, which I guess there are some people that had a similar trading theology that I did, that this is Reddit's fault for connecting these. I diversified and I still got hammered, and it's not fair to me because it's stealing money because they changed the rules. The rules were that I was playing by is if the stock starts to go down because I made an investment and the short squeeze is over and I didn't get out in time, hey, too bad, so sad. That's on me. I took that risk on myself. I decided it's worth it. I believe in this company. I believe in this short squeeze, which, despite what the media might try to tell you, it's not illegal to buy stocks during a short squeeze. I've heard multiple talking heads on TV today that try to say that that's manipulation. You can't buy stocks that are in a short squeeze. What the hell are you talking about? Just because you have a short position and you're getting absolutely boned, that's your problem. You took the risk as a hedge fund to open a short position on a company. You bet on their bankruptcy. You were wrong. You doubled down on it. You were wrong again. You tripled down on it. The internet came back in full force and bent you over. And what do? You go running to daddy at Citadel and say, hey, daddy, I made a big mistake. I lost $30+ billion in the past week trying to cover my short position. And here I am, not even anywhere close to covering it. I mean, I might have $500 billion that I owe in this because the price has gone up so much. And when you get desperate, you're a fragile little animal and you get cornered, you start to lash out. And the movement today, what they did to change the rules, as Dave Portnoy said, which was perfect, it's like basically what they did were they're allowing the hedge funds to buy and sell to cover their positions while not letting the average Joe buy. They can only sell. It forces the market to go down. And if the market goes down, they can cover their losses at a much lower price. And what Dave Portnoy said is basically what they did today was it's fourth down and you go for it in football and you don't get the fourth down. And instead of giving the ball to the other team, you call up the referee and they give you 2 more downs to try to go for it again. That's what's happening right now. They're changing the rules. Very, very illegal. And no one's doing anything. And every minute that passes right now, the stock market is still going right now as I'm recording this. I just had to get out of the house because I was just so frustrated knowing the fact, seeing it unfold right before our eyes in broad daylight, that we are being robbed illegally and no one is doing a damn thing. I saw on Reddit, somebody posted that they were supposedly, this is a rumor, they were an insider at Robinhood, and they overheard that the reason why they shut down the trades on AMC and GME was because they got a call from the White House and another financial institution that was telling them, you need to shut down the trades on this and only let people sell. Seems a little bit shady, but I believe it. I mean, yesterday we heard the White House was going to be looking into it, and then today this happens, and then we hear a rumor saying the White House is the one that made the call to let them remove the ability to buy GameStop. I get it, though. I don't like it, but I get what they're doing. Here's what they're worried about. They are worried that if GameStop, of all stocks, first off, GameStop, who would have thought this would be the center of the financial ruin of the entire world? Not me. I don't think anyone had that on their 2021 bingo calendar. But as far as what they're worried about, if GameStop is costing these hedge funds billions and billions and billions of dollars, I can't even fathom the amount of money that these people owe because they made bad bets. They're going to need to start liquidating their positions from Apple, Google, Facebook, all these other gigantic blue chip companies. And because of that, to pay off their debts that they made really poorly with GameStop, they're going to drag down the entire Wall Street market. And it could cause complete destruction of everything that we ever knew. This is the housing crisis from 2008, 2.0, and it's about GameStop. I'm still holding my position. I haven't sold yet. But I'll be honest, this is pretty disheartening from the perspective of the individual investor because we have no clarity of when we're going to be able to buy GameStop stock again. All we can do is sell it. And if all you're getting is sell pressure and sell pressure and sell pressure, all it's going to do is push the price down. Somebody needs to step up and say, what the hell's going on here? Open the trades back up. That's not a free market. That's not fair. You can't just allow one side to sell and have the people who are buying it, the institutions that were shorting it and giving them a get out of jail free card because, oh, poor baby, you made a really bad financial decision. You got caught after years of bending over the entire world. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and now you're getting a free pass from Daddy Citadel or the US government or whoever's allowing this to go on, and nobody's saying a damn thing. It's criminal. Everyone involved in this should be on trial, facing legit criminal action, going to prison. The head of Robinhood, the head of Citadel, the head of all these people that are in charge of making the decision, they better have a damn good reason why they pulled the trigger. They better start putting their face to the flame and find out why this decision got made, who made the call to not let them trade GameStop anymore, only let people liquidate their positions. What? And the rationale I've heard is so discombobulated, so disconnected that it doesn't even make sense. Saying that you're doing it to protect the individual investor. You're worried about a bubble. You're creating the bubble. If you are only letting people sell, that's going to drive the price down. And yes, it's at exorbitant prices right now because we know we got the hedge funds by the balls. And until we know when we're going to be able to buy and sell it again, no one's going to have any clarity and comfortability with purchasing or selling these options. And it's just going to start slowly stair-stepping down until all these hedge funds can cover their positions and move on with their lives of screwing over people. And no one's the wiser. I'd like to think this time's a little bit different. People see what's going on. This isn't like, 5 years past, we look back and say, oh my God, can you believe that happened? No, we are living in it right now. We see it. It happened this morning. People are completely flabbergasted. It doesn't make any sense. This is unprecedented. I don't think I've been investing on and off for over a decade, and my entire life, never seen anything like this. This is just changing the rules to fit fixing your screwed up choice. And in the process, the people who were investing in it are losing money because you changed the rules in your favor to make money back. That's not a fair market. That's not a free market. That's just screwing over the little guy to make the rich richer. And yeah, I guess that is something obviously everyone always knows, and it's not a big surprise. But here we are living through the moment, and factual proof evidence right in front of our face, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it.